Dons, beautiful people. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for tuning in. So today we are going to talk about medications that are the type of medications that are commonly used during end of life care to help our loved ones to maintain comfort so that they're not suffering, so that they're not in any pain. So I'm hoping that, I'm not a pharmacist, I'm a registered nurse, but I'm just gonna touch upon these medications just to help you to kind of have them in the back of your mind if you hear the word, so it's not gonna be so foreign to you. Okay, so we're gonna learn and have some fun. Okay, all right. The first medication that I'm gonna talk about is morphine. Now, some of you might have heard of the word morphine before. There's a lot of misconception regarding morphine. Some people think that morphine will speed up the process, will cause their loved ones to die, and that's not true. That's not the case from my experience. So what morphine is a drug that helps you if you are in moderate to severe pain, or if you're having difficulty breathing, which is also known as shortness of breath. So morphine is a choice, it's a drug of choice that helps with both things. It helps you to not be in pain, and it also helps to expand your lungs so that you can breathe at ease, more at ease, so that more oxygen can get into your lungs and help you to breathe more at ease. So the other misconception about regarding morphine is that your loved ones might be addicted to it, which is completely not true, because addiction occurs when your body does not need the drug, but yet you take it. You know what I mean? Just think about it. For example, if you've had a hip replacement, a hip surgery, okay, and then they give you oxycodone, for example, of course that medication is going to target the pain and it's going to relieve the agony. But say your hip is healed, you're back to walking fine, and you're still taking the oxycodone, then obviously that's when the addiction will take place. It's when your body does not need the medication, but yet we continue to take the drug regardless. So that's when addiction will occur. Okay, so that's morphine. So that's the first drug, that's the first medication that usually helps to keep comfort at end of life. It helps with two things. Like I said, it helps with pain, and it also helps with shortness of breath. Now, the other medication, I have a little note. The other medication that we usually use, and I'm sure a lot of you might have heard of this medication or has used it yourself, it's Ativan, also known as lorazepam. So Ativan helps with anxiety, restlessness, and also helps with nausea. So when we are at the end of life, oftentimes the patient might get restless, might get anxious. It really helps our loved ones, especially our loved ones who are diagnosed with end-stage dementia. It really helps. Ativan is a drug of choice that helps them to be safe, to stay calm and relax. And I'm sure some of you right now probably are using lorazepam because it's a pretty common drug that are used. So that's that for Ativan. The third medication is atropine. Now, atropine is used for excess secretion. Okay, so at the end of life, some of us will drool. Okay, and I don't know if we are aware of this, but every time we are talking, we're constantly swallowing our own saliva. Okay, but you might not be aware of it. And of course, some of us naturally have more saliva in our mouth than others. You know what I mean? So atropine helps really to just help our loved ones to not have what you call pooling. So when we lay down and we're not able to swallow our own saliva, we could hear that little gurgly sound, and so it really helps our loved ones to stay comfortable so that their lungs can be a bit more clear. So that's atropine. It's just a drop. We put 2 to 4 drops in your mouth, and it really helps to dry out your secretion. All right. So the fourth drug is Compazine. Compazine helps with nausea and vomiting. Especially for our loved ones who are diagnosed with cancer. So it helps with that nausea, that nauseated feeling, vomiting, because once somebody has gone through chemotherapy or radiation, that's a side effect of it. So we usually use Compazine. So it just helps to settle your stomach. And the last medication, of course, that I want to talk about are things like Colace, Dulcolax, Senokot. Those are all stool softeners. Now, going back, the major side effect of morphine is constipation. Okay, it's constipation, and constipation is not fun. Nobody wants to be constipated, and we definitely don't want our loved ones to be constipated because, first of all, they're mostly laying down in bed and they're not moving around. So when we're not moving around, our bowels are compromised. They're not moving around like they naturally should be. So that's why we want to make sure that we are providing them with some type of an aid to help with the constipation. Now, most of these meds that I just mentioned, they come in liquid form, okay, or suppositories, because at the end of life, our loved ones might not be able to swallow pills, and so that's why we have little syringe. We just put it in the mouth. There's no needles, okay, no needles, because it's all about comfort care. Remember from my first video? So it's comfort care, so there's no needles. So we have little syringes. We will put the medication in your mouth, or we could give it through the rectum, suppository, if you have a fever, or the Ativan, or the suppository of Dulcolax, so suppositories of Tylenol, things like that. But look, I have a needle that I just want to show you guys. You see, this is the syringe that we often will use. It goes in the mouth. It starts off 0.1. Okay, 0.1 all the way to 1 ml. Okay, so we usually start very low. We'll probably put it up there. Okay, and then gradually we could go to the whole syringe. Okay, so yeah, so I hope that you learned. If you have any questions, let me know. So those are the 5 medications that we commonly use: morphine, Ativan, Compazine, Atropine, and stool softeners. Okay, thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I hope that this video was informative. I plan on making more videos about this because, like I said, the more we know about a subject matter, the easier it will become, the more familiar we'll know what to do if and when we are in that situation. Please like and subscribe, and then I'll see you at the next video. As always, stay blessed, be a blessing to others. Enjoy!